If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
That hello, where your booty, that shit like jello. Walking, trust.
So you mean to tell me that a woman can get you out of your body to the point where you pulling out a semi-automatic weapon and just shoot up everything? Come on. Come on now. Hey, listen, brothers, we gotta have some self-control, man. I'm talking about brothers is getting a little bit too emotional nowadays. Like, I understand you can get upset and all that type of stuff. I'm not saying brothers can't get mad, and I'm not saying that women can't take you there. But for you to draw a semi-automatic weapon on a woman and then just start shooting up everything, like, come on, man. Like, look, women will get you there, bro. Women will get brothers upset. I understand that part right there. But, you know, we genetically wired to take flight from that type of stuff, right? Because we know we ain't finna fight no woman, or we shouldn't be fighting no woman. So the best thing we can do is, let me get up out of here. I gotta go get a peace of mind. I know I can't fight you. Everything in me is saying, hey, look, this is a challenge, but this is a woman. I can see, hey, I gotta go. Pulling out an automatic weapon and shoot, come on. Come on, man. We got to tighten up, right? But then after doing my research, right, I started to ask myself, why would he do something like that? What would cause a man to get so upset with his woman that he pulls out a firearm and just starts shooting? I'm glad he didn't shoot her. And I'm glad that he didn't shoot at her. I'm glad about that part. Right? Because there are men out here that will just take a woman's life like it ain't about nothing out of their emotions just because they upset about something that the woman done did, or upset about something that she ain't doing. So when I got to doing the research, this is what I come to understand. And this right here is according to police reports. April this year, 2025, police get a 911 call. And in this 911 call, two things happen. They said there's a domestic dispute and there's a burglary. So when I first heard that, it just kind of twisted a little bit. I'm like, wait a minute, how you calling about a burglary and a domestic, right? So what that tells me that somebody probably came home and seen that it was a burglary. And after that, they got into the domestic dispute because of the people that they probably believe that they was there when the burglary happened, or they probably know something about the burglary, and that's where the argument started, right? So again, this happened in April. He just got arrested on the 20th or something like that yesterday, but this happened in April. Now, according to the complaint, the officer said that he observed Rod Wave and his girl, Minnie Barbie, coming out the crib with one of his associates, right? Rod Wave had a bag in his hand, the associate had a bag in his hand, and it appeared to be a box. Before you know it, Rod Wave and Minnie Barbie get the argument. Like, he can see in the camera that they arguing at each other. While they arguing, Rod Wave gets upset, produces the gun, walks into the garage, and starts shooting up the cars and shoot his own house. I'm like, what the hell? But it gets deeper, right? Police report that, y'all gotta excuse Serene, she over there doing her thing. But police report that as they doing their investigation about the burglary, They go into the basement and they see Rod Wave's safe. He must got one of them big old joints, because they said you can tell that whoever was down there trying to get the safe, they drug it across the floor. But then all of a sudden, I guess it was too heavy. They couldn't get it out the house. Somehow they opened the safe. And it doesn't appear that the safe was broken into. It just was open. Right? Now, after that, they start doing some more homework. They start doing more investigating. And they see that, the crib was broken into. Or it appeared to be broken into. And so when I start hearing about this safe and it just magically opening, then after that, when I start hearing about, the break-in and all that old type of stuff, I started to say, okay, all right. I can understand why it's probably an argument going down now within this burglary. Because if he's arguing with this woman, he must believe, or something in his mind is telling him, that this woman that he got done backdoored him. This woman that he got, Mini Barbie, probably done had some guys run up in the crib and hit that safe. Because we got to think, how does somebody open your safe? Come on now, these guys down there, I'm talking about pushing buttons and stuff like that. At a certain time, the safe lock, click, you done did it too many times, I gotta lock it up. You can't even. But these guys somehow get in the safe. Not break it open or nothing like that. Get in the safe. They couldn't take it out. It was too heavy. And when I'm talking about when the police said nothing was in the safe, nothing was in the safe. Everything was gone. Cold-blooded demonstration. So now it's starting to dawn on me. Okay, no wonder he arguing with this woman. No wonder he's shooting up cars and stuff like that. Because Rod Wave believed that he just got backdoored by this woman. He had to. Why else would you be mad at your woman or arguing with your woman after a burglary done happened? If anything, you supposed to be cradling your woman. Damn, baby, somebody done broke in the house. Come on, baby, we got to get a better alarm. We got to, lock the windows. We got to do this. We got to do that. We both scared for our life. Damn, we got to get a security guard. We got to get bigger guns and all. But a burglary happened and you arguing with your woman. And not only that, you shoot up her car more than you shoot everything else. Yeah, that tells us the mindset of this person. And not only that, months later, he get arrested. You see what I'm saying? And assault and all this old type of stuff that the brother got arrested for. As a matter of fact, here goes all his charges right here. Check it out. Aggravated assault. Possession of firearm or knife during commission of or attempt to commit certain felonies. Pointing or aiming gun or pistol at another. Stop. Who did he get into an argument with according to reports? His girlfriend. He didn't get into no argument with his associate or anything like that, according to police reports. So we only can presume or assume that he must have pointed that gun at his girlfriend. He must have aimed that gun at his girlfriend. Now let's continue on. Reckless conduct. Criminal damage to property, 2nd degree. Pause. You can do whatever you want to do to your own property. It's yours. You bought it. You can do whatever you want to do. But when you damage somebody else's property, that's when it becomes a crime. Who truck they saying he shot up? His girlfriend. Let's continue. Willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Misdemeanor. Tampering with evidence. Felony. Usually, a lot of times, guys, when they in those domestic cases, they get a tampering with felony because a tamper with evidence because when they girl try to call the police, they either snatch the phone from the girl or the girl report that, he took the phone from you and stuff like that. So they consider her testimony or, her complaining to the police as evidence. And if he's trying to stop that, then he's obstructing the evidence and he's tampering with the evidence. At least that's what they do in Minnesota. Possession of firearm or knife during commission of or attempt to commit certain felonies. Simple assault. Reckless conduct. Criminal damage to property, 2nd degree. Willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, misdemeanor. Tampering with evidence, felony. Conspiracy to commit a felony. So, as y'all can see, all them charges, as you can see, assault who? Okay, come on now, assault who? Like, somebody got to be around to get assaulted. But we got to understand that, I mean, you can just look at a person and throw something at them, and that's an assault. So by him shooting around her, I can only assume that that's the assault. But at the same time, it's like, I don't understand what be going on with these brothers. I'm talking about, man, y'all meet these women, these Instagram models, and these super fine women that you know that you don't stand a chance in hell with. And now all of a sudden you got all this money, and you entertain in your mind that she just with me because she like me and because she love me. Come on, man. I know it's hard for some of us to comprehend, and I know we want to be like, oh no, you know, hood educated, man. I think, no, People are out to use people. That's it. And it's okay when it's a mutual using going on, because that's just a part of life. If it's a mutual, hey baby, look, check this out. You know, we love each other, we married, you know what I mean? I'm gonna share my life with you, I'm gonna share my finances with you, and you know, we doing this together, and she gonna share her life with me, she gonna share her finances with me and stuff like that, or material things, whatever. Then it's okay to use each other. But when you the only one getting used, you got to say, wait, hold on, wait a minute. What's going on here? Something ain't right. The sad part about this demonstration right here is I believe that this brother right here is trusting the wrong people. Ain't no way in the hell that somebody can break into your house and then go inside your safe and your safe was locked. There's no way. There's no way. To prove that the safe was locked, they tried to steal the whole safe. It was too heavy. They couldn't get it. And you already know this man right here be posted with all type of money, jewelry, and all that type of stuff. They got that. They hit him. And for him to be arguing with his woman, that right there, that's an indicator that, you know, he believed in his mind that she probably had something to do with it. He wasn't arguing with his associate. You see what I'm saying? He arguing with her, and then for him to shoot her car up right after it, that just, come on. Those is all indicators. But in the life that these guys be living, they get all this money and stuff like that. Then they go get these Instagram models of these super fine women, and they be thinking that these women really do love them and all that. Come on, man. These women want some money. And I'm not dogging women. I'm not saying that because all women ain't like that. These gold digging women, they are a small percentage of the women that are like that. 98% of women is not like that, bro. I'm talking about, like, you can find you a real good woman, but men don't want good women. Men want fine women. Men want a woman with a big old dumb ass, with some big old titties, nice fake face, and all that old type of stuff. They want that. And then they gonna get mad at me for looking at that. The same reason why they got it. They attracted to it. Yeah, it looks good and all that old type of stuff. It's pleasing to the eye. And that's it. It's pleasing to the eye. And that's it. Because once you really get to know this woman and she get to taking off all that stuff and all that makeup, you be looking like, damn, you tricked me. I thought who was you? You know, you wake up the next morning, hey, hold on. Babe, hurry up. Put your wig on, put your stuff on, because I don't know who you is. I like that woman that got all that makeup and stuff on. You see, it's only pleasing to the eye. And like I say, the mass majority of women ain't like this, but you got these gold digging women, they want some money. And if you got that money, believe me, they gonna come to you. Point blank, period. If you got that money, all you got to do is just sit back. No disrespect to Rod Wave, but that's a big brother. A big old brother. Now, come on, y'all. I mean, like, if Rod Wave was broke and he that big, he ain't got on all them Cuban links, he ain't got them nice fancy cars, he ain't dressing clean, he just a broke big old brother. How many of them supermodels, them Instagram models, of them super fine women that he actually would, get their attention? We gonna keep it 1,000. Come on, if they seen that big old brother walking down the street and he said, "Hey, baby, I seen your Instagram, you look fine," she gonna dog him so bad, gonna hurt his feelings, gonna put him in his place, and then she gonna let him know, "Look, you ain't, you ain't that." So, brothers gotta realize when you get up there and you got that big old bag, you gotta understand that a lot of people are attracted to you because of the bag. They are not attracted to you and your appearance and the person that you are. They don't care about that. They understand that you got a bag. That's what they're attracted to. And you know what they want to do? They want to dig in that bag. Yeah, they want to take from it and keep taking from it and keep taking from it. That's what they want to do. The same go for men. When men see a woman, I'm talking about when I was doing my time, the main thing that brothers wanted when we was doing time was a big old girl. I'm being 100 with y'all. We want a big one. Why? Because we know the big girl, she ain't gonna get that much attention. She ain't attractive like that. All she want to do is talk on the phone with us because, we giving her them sweet nothings. She gonna take care of us, make sure we got money on our books and stuff like that. That's all brothers want when they was in the joint. Brothers know they can't have no super fine woman in the joint. Too much. The dudes is at her. It's money bags. She trying to chase and stuff like that. But a big old girl, yeah. The weak gazelle, the one that's limping. Yeah, we going for the weak. And when it comes to women targeting men with that big old bag, if you weak, they gonna get you. And that appears what's going on with this brother right here. Unfortunately, that's what it appears that's going on with this brother right here. Look, when you get money like the way this brother right here getting money and you want a genuine relationship, you gotta go somewhere where people don't know your name. Because if you going somewhere where people know your name and all the women know who you are and stuff like that, you always got to have in the back of your mind, like, is she really with me? Or is she really with this bag that I got? Is she really with me because of the fame that I get? Is she really with me because of the clout that I get? You see? That's always going to be in the back of your head. But if you go somewhere where they don't know your name and you just walk down the street and people looking at you like you're a regular person, oh yeah, now you can fish. Throw your line out there, see if you can catch something. Because that relationship right there going to be genuine. And by the time she realize who you is, y'all already in love. Y'all already locked in like this here. Then you can spoil her. Then you can treat her the way that you want to treat her. But when you go into them clubs and Instagram models and stuff like that, man, please, you better quit playing with yourself. You better quit playing with yourself. Because they ain't with you because of how you look, brother. I'm letting you know that now. They with you because they know what you got. This is Hood Educated, not Lane Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.